Okay, it is time for another GACS moment brought to you each week by our good friend Paul Borges and PB Collectables, your neighborhood card shop. Go to pbcollectables.com to find that special card or piece of memorabilia. This week, I want to talk about an old dear friend, the Flame and Fury of Fleet Street. A little over 2 years ago, the city of Boston lost a boxing icon who, within the confines of the city, was as famous as Ted Williams, Larry Bird, or Bobby Orr. Tony DeMarco, the Flame and Fury of Fleet Street, became the undisputed welterweight champion of the world in 1955, defeating Johnny Saxton at the Boston Garden 2 blocks from where he lived. Tony grew up and lived his whole life in Boston's Little Italy, also known as the North End. And the night he won the championship, fans in the entire city flooded the streets. They were so happy, in celebration. Tony went on to fight the great champion Carmen Basilio in what was voted the fight of the century by Boxing Magazine at that time. He also fought 8 world champions over his career, beating 6 of them. He sold out the Boston Garden numerous times and also fought one of his famous fights at Fenway Park. For me personally, Tony was like my second father. We became friends many, many years ago when he asked Ellen and I to ghostwrite his autobiography. From that point on, he actually became my mentor, teaching me some life lessons that I will never forget. Ellen and I had the honor of accompanying Tony to Canastota, New York, when he was inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame. I spoke on his behalf, and then Tony spoke. The city of Boston erected a statue of Tony at the entrance to the North End. I was honored to be on that committee. Strolling down Hanover Street in the North End with Tony was like walking down the street with the Pope, especially when we would stop in front of Tony DeMarco Way and he would pose with tourists for pictures and sign autographs. He never said no to a fan. I think about Tony a lot. We keep in touch all the time with his wife, Dottie. She's a sweetheart. As a matter of fact, we just spoke to her a couple of days ago. Tony DeMarco was a great champion, but more than that, he was a great human being. And that's another GACS moment.
The Great American Collectibles Show is available to watch on YouTube and Facebook, or you can catch the audio anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast, with new episodes airing every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.